Agents of Damned is a podcast intended for adults, featuring mature content that includes but is not limited to inappropriate language and themes, verbal depictions of sexual themes and ideas, and potentially triggering depictions of depression, alcoholism, horror, and emotional and verbal abuse. This episode also contains reference to deep water and drowning. Listener discretion is advised.
We at Agents of Damned would like to give special thanks to third-party creators we are using during this season. Monster stat blocks are coming courtesy of Nerds Gold's extended bestiary, as well as Kobold Press's Tome of Beasts 1 and 2. Magic items are coming courtesy of Mr. James Gifford, although there are a few here and there that may be courtesy of our patrons, and we'll shout those out as they come along. You can find all these people at their respective social medias, and make sure to continue to give support and thanks to those third-party creators out there. We'd also like to take a moment to give some real special thanks to our friend Eymbr for providing additional music during this episode. You can find her works on her YouTube, spelled Eymbr. Again, that's Eymbr. Some fantastic tracks, and it's a real treat. So, without any further ado, on to the show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Agents of Damned, the Contractor's Arc. I'm Drew, your Dungeon Master, and I'm also the wearer of the crown today. Now, those of you listening at home
I guess that's fair.
don't know about the crown. It's a new addition to our holiday gift-giving tradition that I'm sure will be a fun addition for many years to come.
And very relevant when this episode comes out.
Oh, incredibly relevant. So relevant when this
Incredibly
episode comes out. But we have a little holiday gift-giving gift off that has started between myself and Chelsea. And she's won the past 2 years.
3 years.
Well, you know what? Yes, the past 3 years. But this year I came to fucking play. I underestimated her the first 3. She's wily, like the coyote. But this year, I wear the crown. The literal crown, it says winner on it. We should put up a picture on our social media at some point. But yes, I am very happy, and I wear this crown. But boy, is it sure heavy. Oh, heavy is the crown that I wear upon my brow.
It's made of plastic, dude. Calm down.
Mm-hmm.
I got it at Party City.
Shh. I'm the winner. I'm the winner with the winner crown. I'm in charge now.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I don't know about all that.
I'm going to interrupt Drew now. Hey guys, I'm Christina, and I currently play Leah. We'll see her for how much longer.
God.
You really think she's gonna die so quickly?
It sounds like she wants it.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't. But listen, I know how I play my characters. It's only enough time before it probably happens.
Just writing my notes. Kill Christina because she asked.
No! Anyway.
Leah has a death wish.
Leah has a death wish. Anyway, hey guys, I'm Chelsea. I play Tara, the past Christmas champion, and I humbly bow to Drew, but I will get that crown next year.
It seems pretty comfortable in my head, though.
Oh, and it would be even comfier on mine.
We'll see now, won't we?
Well, I have a whole year to plan now, Drew.
And so do I.
I'm starting to regret what I thought was going to be a fun and jovial addition to this, and realized I have made this more real and potentially endangered lives.
It reminds me of the Halloween heist that happens in Brooklyn Nine-Nine every year.
Oh, dude.
Oh my God. That is a good...
This is our Halloween heist.
It is.
My God.
Except there won't be new additions to it every year. Christina and I are firmly on the sidelines.
Yeah, Jordan and Christina are firmly on the side. They
Making
will
this
not
crown
participate.
is the most I'm doing to contribute. That's it.
And you've done enough.
I've done too much.
I can't help but think that Jordan made this crown thinking that he would be bestowing it to his lovely wife, and yet it is upon my head for my superior gift-giving skills allowed me victory on this day.
For this year.
I
came pretty close.
So
you
can
did get pretty close. Those talismans were pretty sweet.
We're still missing one character, guys.
Yeah. Time to bring down the room.
Did you even say who you play?
Not yet.
No, that's what she was implying. Chelsea, that's
You looked like you're about to just read the poem.
Yeah, that's how I do it.
Oh. I don't know.
Chelsea, where have you been?
Away.
I read the poem, I introduce myself, sometimes make a funny quip about it, and then Drew tells me what jail I'm going to. There's a pattern.
I'm reeling over my loss.
She's in a really trying space. This is going to be a rough episode, guys.
It's like that episode of Hajime no Ippo, like after he like lost for the first time, and he's kind of like walking around, just like having like his feelings for the first time.
From a boy who always feels his feelings. Anyway, a magic warding feast is a profound mystery. Plays, jelly treats, witches, pumpkins. Hi guys, I'm Jordan. I play Post. Also sometimes Hoshi. I forgot to add that part.
Camp 14 in North Korea.
Ooh, I'm going overseas.
You've been overseas for a while now.
Yeah, most of the jails have
last
been in
one was
another
Russia.
country.
Oh, was it?
There's been an alarming amount of Russia on this list.
I would argue that is expected.
True, but still, you'd hope that they were kind of spreading it around.
So can we get a recap? This has been the longest intro ever, so I feel like a recap is due by now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, recap time. Well, last time on Agents of Damned, the Contractors arc, you guys successfully secured second place in the friendship games that had been foisted upon you, and made your way back home to decompress and have yourselves a little bonfire. Now, at the bonfire, you got a little bit more information about what's going on with Johan and his work and his stress level from Midge, who I believe it was Chelsea with like a natural 20 or something that convinced her to be emotionally open and give you information that was not for the scene.
She won being emotionally vulnerable.
She won being emotionally vulnerable. You convinced her that she needed to win emotional vulnerability. And in that, you got like some kind of hints about like why Johan is so stressed, and that the entire ship that disappeared that we mentioned previously was carrying like a shipment of like this viable crystal substance that was like lightly explained, but like was not like of Midge's interest. Then Leah's dad came home. It was incredibly awkward. Everyone was real on edge, and her dad quickly excused himself upstairs to just kind of be out of the way, which is fine and healthy. At that point, the bonfire kind of hit like full swing, and then gradually petered out. And as Post was kind of announcing himself loudly, he got an earful from Leah's father once again about the actions that may or may not have cost a lot of Sidco employees their work, and has likely really like increased his workload. Then Leah failed a check to relate any of that to her own actions. It was just like, man, wild.
Yep.
And that's where that interaction left off.
Man, he's in a mood today.
Not anything different.
Then you guys all got in the bath together, consensually.
I guess that's a way to
No
word
other
it.
context is needed.
And in the bath, you were transported, to kind of like a dark, oceany, wet space with Tara's bestie, who did her best to tell you guys a little bit more about herself and what she wants from you guys. Still being a bit cagey and vague, she did mention the events of the Age of Despair and how she wants to make them better. And she asked you, will you help her? And that is where we will resume our tale this time. Alright, so you all look out upon Tara's quote-unquote bestie in her like her full-height, like oceany, fishy type form. As she kind of looks at you a bit expectantly after she said, will you help me? And you guys paused for like a good while. You guys paused for a long time.
Did you like need an answer right this moment?
I've made you all uncomfortable.
It's not that we're uncomfortable. We're just.
She becomes smaller again.
No. I'm still concentrating.
I'm sorry.
Shit, this is really bad depression, guys. She's overcoming heroism.
That's just a really big ask to change the past. You know, this timey-wimey bullshit.
That's not a guarantee. I didn't say that exactly.
You didn't say it wasn't that either, with an equal amount of potential divinity. And it's not that we don't want to help. It's just dangerous to agree to something without fully understanding the context, especially if there's a potential other way to achieve the same goal with less risks.
She looks a little like downcast, and that you guys are so skeptical. And then she looks over at you, Tara, in the same way that like you might look to a friend who's kind of like in an awkward situation, or you might look out to like a friend when you're in like kind of an awkward situation to like, could you save me here?
I think Tara sees her kind of downtroddenness and a little of that like insecurity, and like she recognizes that within herself, and she thinks back to, as vague as Bestie has been with her, she has shown no malice to Tara, and Tara hasn't really sensed any ill will from her. And again, thinking back to how Bestie has helped her with her magic and everything, Tara looks to her and I'll help you.
She grows back to like the that taller, fishier form, and looks simultaneously like ecstatic, and also her eyes well up with tears. You mean it?
I do. As far as the time thing,
We can revisit it.
we can revisit it. That's not option A. That'll be maybe last resort.
We probably won't even get to that.
Yeah, let's hope we don't get to that. But, I'll help you, Bestie. You've helped me the past few weeks or so, I guess is what the time frame is here.
Like literally, probably like 2 months, maybe like a month and some change.
But you've been helping me. I promised you that I would do my best to become the hero that you believe in me to be. And so the least I can do is help you.
She walks up to you and she hugs you, like really tight.
Tara a little taken aback at it. It takes a second, but she does hug her back.
I'm so glad. Oh, also I have something for you.
What?
Well, sort of.
Oh.
So, you really idolize the Skyriders, right?
Yeah.
I might have a way for you to become an official Skyrider, maybe.
What? Really? How?
Now,
What?
wait, hold on. Possibly big dangerous.
Is it any more dangerous than what we have been doing?
No clue.
Well, fun.
I
That's great.
I know I give you like little powers and stuff, but like I know as far as actual information and knowledge of me, I'm not giving a lot, and I appreciate you trusting me anyway. And if I can do something like this for you, then I don't know, I think it might be good. And I don't know, I'm trying to figure stuff out, figure myself out, figure out the balance of what to share and what not to. This is new ground. And I will say, as far as the location you need to go to, I can't get you there. That will have to be on you, and I can't like declare you a Skyrider. You'll have to go to location and kind of figure it out from there.
Yeah, there's usually like a whole thing that happens with like
the
becoming one of that. They don't just like, oh, show up and like, yeah, you're a Skyrider. But
yeah, there's a temple that sunk to the bottom of the ocean, and I can open that up for you and give you its location. Because I do still feel strong magic coursing through it. Strong enough that I can't like peer in casually.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not good enough at what I do yet to peer in less casually without worrying about breaking it. Does that make sense?
Like the whole temple would collapse if you tried?
I don't know, and I'm not willing to find out by just kind of giving it a whirl.
This is still an out loud conversation.
This is still out loud.
Oh, fuck no. No, I'm out. No, not going anywhere near something that can collapse. Absolutely not.
No. It's not going to collapse if I don't, like, concentrate on it too hard, I think. Pretty sure. Mostly sure. As sure as the ocean is wet, she does a thumbs up.
That is pretty sure.
The ocean is wet.
That is wet.
My grandfather used to say that all the time.
Did you guys know that fish don't know that they're wet?
Weird.
I mean, they don't know anything else. So
Did you know that
they wouldn't know the
humans
depth,
also
they
don't have a
they wouldn't-
receptor for that? They only sense temperature.
Really?
Yes, I know. We just assume it's the same as wetness, but technically we can't tell that.
Huh, that's wild.
I know!
I don't know why this conversation is starting to make me uncomfortable, considering how you do or don't feel about being wet. Weird.
I mean, if you don't want to get wet, it pays to be best buddies with someone who controls the ocean. And does two thumbs towards herself. That's me. I'm the ocean person. I do the ocean. I've been clear about the ocean powers, right?
Yes.
I just technically it's water in general.
Ocean is water.
Ocean is water.
That's the most water there
Also,
is
the
on-
bathtub was water, which is how we got here.
Yes. Also, Leah,
I have
can
to
you
send
move
you
your
guys back.
elbow back in the real world? I think you're jamming into me.
Is it, okay, sorry.
Also, just... And I get, like, closer to Leah for this one. I understand that this sounds sketchy and iffy, but considering the initial plan that was presented to us was potentially messing up the timeline and causing a butterfly effect with unknown consequences, I would argue this is potentially a lot better.
You're not wrong.
And let's be honest, Tara could use a bit of a boost. She's been having a rough go of things.
Also not wrong.
Tara's eye twitches. It's not a big one, but it's like, it's there.
Just saying, I think it might be a little bit better than... I don't like this idea, but it is better that if anything bad has to happen, it be limited to 3 people as opposed to an entire timeline's worth. I recognize you're not the self-sacrificing type, okay? I recognize that. I see you. You're valid. But big picture here. Big picture.
It's not even that. It's the whole going into something that could collapse thing that bothers me. Ugh, but you're not wrong.
I just really want to clarify that, like, I don't think that the temple will collapse. I just, like, I can't peek past the magic without possibly making it collapse because ocean real big have a lot of pressure. And then when you try to move that pressure around, it's like, I don't know. Imagine if every time you took a step in a particular way, something caught on fire. And you slowly learn that, like, you could slightly adjust stepping to make things catch fire and then, like, not be on fire. And then, like, how to, like, manipulate the fire. But it was still just kind of controlled by stepping. And then someone's like, hey, can you do this tap dance? You'd be like, no, I don't know what that will do with the whole fire situation. I just want to be really clear that, like, I don't, like, the temple is very structurally sound right now. Like, it's kind of in, like, a magically sealed bubble. Like, it's kind of neat. But I also can't peer into it without possibly fucking it up real bad, because I'm still kind of getting a hang of this. Also, I can kind of hear you guys wherever you kind of walk off to, because we are in a pocket space transported here by magic.
The whispering wasn't really for your benefit in that particular instance.
Oh, you guys are good friends.
We try.
Well, I guess I'll send you guys back now. Unless, well, did you guys need anything else before you go? I mean, I can give you guys the coordinates to get to the temple, and you'll have to figure out your own way there, of course. But I can, like, open the way to the temple. I'll just make, like, like maybe a whirlpool or like a big, like, water stairs. Can you make stairs out of water? I'll figure it out.
I mean, Tara basically did. So
What?
remember the bridge?
Yeah, I made
then-
like an
and then
ice bridge
And
and
then
a slide.
A slide is just a stair without steps.
Bestie slaps herself on the forehead and goes, "Ice." Oh, I can do ice stuff. Oh my. Oh.
Not recommending it for the purposes of like our current.
No. I'm just.
No. It's something else entirely.
And I'll say everyone roll insight.
18.
17.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Damn, son. Well, I mean, like, thematically, we gotta give, like, this info to, like, Tara. Like, so, Dirty 20, like, you're picking it up. You get the feeling, like, wow, this, like, you felt before, like, you're like, oh, this is, like, a pretty powerful being. You get the feeling, like, this is an incredibly powerful being that, like, you know, they've seemed to have made it pretty clear that, like, they're still figuring out, like, their power set and what they can do. And you feel like their sphere of influence and, like, their abilities might be more limited by, like, their imagination with their abilities than like their actual strength.
Well, then my question is going to be very interesting. So not like for like the purposes of helping get us down there or whatever it is you need to figure out. Can you do the opposite also? Like, could you like control steam?
And I'll post that. What'd you do on your insight?
17.
17. I'll say 17 is enough, and I'll give this to all of you, because, like, 17, 18, like, 30, 20 is also enough. She doesn't seem malicious, but you guys also, like, do sincerely not know her well. And with the idea of, like, maybe, like, the imagination itself was limiting, like, what she can do, it might be best to hold back on giving her ideas of what she can do until you know better.
Leah shifts her physical
but
body.
You already said that, so she goes, like...
Much too late for that.
Steam. You know, Steam's pretty cool. Steam is pretty punk rock. Steampunk.
Again, not for the purposes of, like, helping us get down there, because that could very well, like, cook us.
What? Oh, right. That would be bad.
Yeah, no, not for getting us down.
How much water can I turn to steam?
Leah shifts her body back until her elbow is in post ribs.
Maybe start with, like, small, easier stuff.
Oh, yeah, of course. All right, so I'm just going to send you guys back. So, I guess everybody hold hands. Everyone hold hands. You guys holding hands? Good. All right. And go back. Are you guys back yet?
We're still here.
We're still here.
We're still here,
Bestie.
Hold on. Wait. Let me try something. You guys still here?
Yeah.
Is this just our fate now?
Wait, no. Hold on. Wait. I figured it out. You guys are shunted back to where you were. and Tar, you're here in your head. Sorry. That was abrupt.
Leah hops out of the bathtub so fast.
Lord.
She shakes off her foot like a cat when it gets its foot wet. She's like, ugh.
Like when cats have tape on their paws. They do a walk and shake.
I'm guessing you're not a fan of being in water.
Water's fine. No, I'm fine with that. It's close proximity in a bathtub for a prolonged period of time with an uncomfortable conversation. That just too many factors all at once.
No, that's fair. I've had situations like that before. They can. Oof. Anyway.
Yep.
So, we're going underwater, apparently.
To the bottom of the ocean, apparently.
Yeah, I guess so. Do you want to have this conversation not in the cramped bathroom?
I mean, it's better. Honestly, compared to the tub, it feels quite roomy.
I mean, it's not that much bigger. The bathroom itself is just the bathtub, the sink, and that's kind of it.
Yes, I know, but we were just confined to the... You know what? No, you're right.
Let's just go outside. I can hear Tart scratching at the door.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, alright. Let's, I don't want my dad coming down and being weird again. We can go in my bedroom, it's fine.
Yeah, you guys get back and you realize it's already kind of halfway through the night. Like, it's the dead of night. Your father has gone to sleep.
Yeah, we can go in my bedroom because I don't want him coming down and being weird.
Yeah, no, I'd rather avoid any further of what happened earlier.
Yeah, I'm not down for more awkwardness with your dad.
I wouldn't take anything too personally. He's just kind of like that
Well,
sometimes. Anyway.
That one, maybe.
Aw. So anyway, don't knock anything over. The plants obviously have their own feelings about things because they're plants. It's whatever. Come on.
Did you just say that the plants have their own feelings about things?
Yes.
I feel like that's the most insight we've gotten into Leah's personality all campaign.
Are they named?
like she's so cold-hearted exterior, but like deep inside she's like, well, I can't like give this to the plant. It'll make it sad.
Do her plants have names?
Probably.
That's so good. That's so cute.
But yeah,
Aww.
her room is just covered in like various like standard indoor plants, various pothos and stuff. And then there's obviously currently, I think, an empty vase in her windowsill.
Do you have a spider plant that's like propagating way too much?
Probably. Just
Shout
like
out to my
taking over
mom.
one corner of her bedroom, sprawling across the wall.
It's like a little jungle in here, Leah.
And some of them get a little bit overzealous, but it's fine.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with a hobby.
No.
So anyway, yeah, the going underwater, I guess that's our next thing unless we're called away elsewhere.
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to fall. Well, I mean, based on last time we asked, apparently we're kind of, no pun intended, dead in the water on work, so it's possible.
Not the best phrasing that you could use right now, Post, but
And I'll say, everyone give me history checks. And I'll give Post advantage because he's a little rule-following rule boy.
Yay. Oh, okay, that didn't mean anything.
I got a 16.
16,
15.
16.
16. Oh, you know what? I'll say you all make it because it was like one of those like, if you have common sense, you look this up when you started a job. Like, you know, like the process for like being off work is pretty lax because you guys are still technically independent contractors. So like they're not worried about you guys like going anywhere as long as you don't like give away any trade secrets. It's just that like you don't get paid when you're not working for the company, so that's your incentive to work for the company. But you do know that like you generally are meant to like report it to your handler, which is somewhat coincidental in that the only person that you know that seems to be good at like setting up things like travel arrangements and making accommodations is your handler, Marlena.
Mm.
So you all kind of get like the joint idea of like, oh, we'll probably want to talk to Marlena tomorrow at work. So do you guys all go to sleep in one room at like a little slumber party? You guys get your jammies on and talk about boys.
So first of all, that's boldly implying that all of us could find space to sleep in a Herringon's bedroom.
Covered in plants.
Covered in plants.
You could sleep set it up.
Yeah, okay, cool. Post falls asleep standing up.
Leah's like so comfortable in her bed, and you guys are just like, there is no room in this room.
I just like collapse into my armor
Tara
and just let
goes
it
to
Wait,
her
how has
room.
Tara been
Like,
sleeping?
Tara-
This is a Harrigan house.
I mean, there's probably like a guest bedroom or something that Leah's been letting Tara use.
Yeah, we'll call it that. We'll make it simple. It's just like it. You know, I think it's funnier that like because of the thoughtlessness of your father, like the guest bedroom is also like kind of Harrigan size, and so like Tara has just kind of been like doing like an air mattress thing this whole time. But she's from a farm, so that's luxury to her.
Still an upgrade.
She's like, it's not hay.
Not hay.
Hey, it's not hay.
Unlike the
you
pine
have
shavings, it
such
doesn't
a-
get everywhere.
You have such a like stereotypical idea of how farmers live.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah,
Someone
they
should
sleep in the
correct me.
barn with the cows,
I
right?
sleep in a bed.
Someone should correct me, but they can't because farmers don't have computers. I'm joking. Please don't at me.
You know,
farmers.
like big scale farmers are quite wealthy, right?
I know. I'm goofing. I'm gaffing.
They
Goofing
have
and
the nice hay beds, you entitled fuck.
gaffing.
I'm guessing Tara got herself a air mattress apparently because the bed was too small.
Either that, or you took two beds and like put them together, like one, like vertically.
But not sideways, long ways.
Yeah, there was two twin beds and Tara pushed them both together to make a full-sized regular bed.
I think we also need to be clear that Harangon, standardly, unless they are intentionally small, are still medium-sized creatures.
Yeah, so like
You
2
agreed
feet
to
tall,
being
right?
a little guy.
That was only if I took that feat, and I haven't.
I want you to be a little guy. It makes me happy. It makes me happy when you don't want to be a little guy. And you're a little guy anyway. Running theme of the campaign is Christina is insistent that she is not a little guy, and the entire fandom is like, nah.
Nah.
You little guy.
2 campaigns worth.
So, if you don't want to go back to your apartment, then you can stay here on the floor. But, I mean, you might see my dad in the morning, although he might get up really early and go back to work. That's kind of the thing he does.
There is no guarantee he won't kick me if that is the case. And
And come in my room. Yeah, okay. Totally do that.
right. So I am going to, no offense, go back home. I don't know if you've met me. I'm not really sleep on the floor kind of person.
And the offer was just put out there in case you wanted to do it, but
I appreciate it, but absolutely the fuck not.
also
Yeah.
fair.
You did bring a dehumidifier with you to the Feywild.
Yeah, you did do that.
And you think I'm sleeping on the floor. My point exactly.
No, you slept on the cave.
I didn't have a choice then.
Anyway, my advice from before still stands. Be careful going back. Some of the streets are kind of sketchy around here. Let us know when you get back.
Oh, all right, I'll be sure to. I'll message you.
Mm-hmm.
Tara, you hear in like your brain like, Bestie, I just thought of something.
Yeah.
So like your air mattress is filled with air, right?
Yeah. I don't know what
Hear me
else.
out.
I don't know
Oh,
what
no.
else it would be filled with.
What if we filled it with water and you have like a cool water bed?
I.
Like a little like a bachelorette pad water bed. That's pretty cool, right? I'm sorry, I'm trying too hard. I'm still feeling weird about the thing earlier. I'm so sorry. I'm getting way too into it.
It's fine. Like, waterbeds are a thing. They're not the most comfortable thing in the world, though.
Yeah, I think water was pretty comfortable.
I mean, if that's your preference, that's fine. I just prefer just the regular mattress, but it's a little. Leah's was a little small, so I had to get the air mattress, which is fine. Reminds me of when I was sleeping over at my friend's house.
Aw, that's very sweet.
This one.
Alright, I think we like kind of jump cut ahead to like post after he's made his trek home.
Yeah, I
Is you?
do send the message. Because I'm good boy.
Like a good rule following boy.
I don't want my friends to worry about me.
And you open the door wearily. You see Barnaby is kind of already like turned in for the night. And Felicia is on the couch on her speaking stone. And she like looks up at you and goes, "Hey."
Hey. Surprised you're still awake.
Just figuring some stuff out.
Okay,
Talk to Aras.
cool.
So, I have made an agreement that in order to secure the job that I would like and possibly be able to get back into the good graces with the Eymbr Raiders, that I am to be nicer to you. Contingent that you do not fuck with me first. So,
I have literally just been trying to live my life here.
you were a dick at the, that workplace thing.
You were also trying to attack me as well, so...
Yeah, but you were like blowing kisses and stuff. Like,
I
fuck
did
you.
not blow kisses, I winked, okay? It's psychological warfare.
Your mom is psychological warfare.
Don't you dare assault my mother!
Sorry. All right, fine.
I
We're
immediately
we're
covered my
doing a
mouth because I realized I may have woken up Barnaby. Like,
truce. We're doing a truce. Are you interested in the truce?
yes, I am desperately interested in the truce. I would just like to be able to come home,
Fine.
do my thing, and not feel like I might be attacked or raided.
Fine.
I hold out my
Anyway,
hand.
She's like, I'm not gonna do that, but here, and she hands you a box.
Okay, what is it?
Just fuck you, shut up, and then like walks into Barnaby's room.
Alright, that was weird.
Do you open the box?
I feel like I go back in my room first and then open the box.
It's only like 3 bottles, and like they're kind of like they're not the full size bottles because like she couldn't afford them. But they're premium golden Hulu.
Alright, we're square.
Alright, so you guys wake up the next morning, like no like actual penalties, but like not super well rested. You guys did have like a little bit to drink last night, and you did technically not sleep for like half of the night because of the whole like water trance conversation thing. But overall, you guys are like fine. You're just like you're that kind of tired where like people can visibly see it, but like you're functional.
I think Leah's so used to being in just that kind of a state because of all the various nighttime events that she's had to attend in assassin training. She's just awake, doing shit, making breakfast. Hi, Tara. Morning.
I'm guessing Tara probably wakes up a little later than usual. It's like, huh, what? Oh, hey, Leah. Hi.
Do you want food? I made something rather greasy. It might help your head.
I'm alright. I'll just have some. I just want some coffee right now.
Oh, okay. I made some of that too.
Thank you, though. Just goes and lazily makes herself a big cup of coffee.
You have a mug that says like world's best Drake Wrangler on it. Oh no, it just says I heart Drakes. Or no, it says Drakes are not weird dogs.
It's one of those fun changing mugs that's constantly shifting depending on the
Right.
temperature.
Such a weird mug. I'm surprised they made that.
Yeah. I was like, it's like I brought it from home and I never really got it. I thought it was some kind of weird joke, but now like seeing more people outside of Eymbr not know what a Drake is, it makes a little more sense. It doesn't make it less infuriating though. It's like they're just like basically little dragons. Like you'd think they'd call it a dragon first before they called it a before they called it a dog.
It doesn't even look like a dog.
It really doesn't. I don't know where people are getting the dog thing from.
Tart looks at you with big eyes and wags his tail.
Nothing
And
like a dog.
Chewing on a bone.
Different time,
That's
different
what
conversation.
things do.
Yeah,
Dogs hate bones. We know this.
Yeah, only.
Dogs don't eat skulls.
So we're just gonna meet post, I think, at the office area.
Yeah, meet up with like Marlena and tell her that we're going there.
Yeah. What's hard? Okay, we can go when you're ready.
We go.
Alright, so you guys go to work. Post, you wake up in the morning. Felicia has not been waking up early. She straight up just has not been doing that. She hasn't had cause to, and so she hasn't. And Felicia is like already up and like fully dressed and like ready for her workday, which is impressive because you're a fucking mailman. You get up early as balls.
No matter
all the time.
what.
No matter what. She's up a little before you and is already just making like some bacon and eggs. She's like, "What's up?"
The sun's not even up. Why are you awake already?
The sign is for pussies.
I've never vibed with you more in my life.
I mean, if I've got something to do, I'm like gonna do it. Remember that time where I like legally was allowed to kill you with a robot?
Yes, I remember the time you were legally allowed to kill me with a robot.
See, good times. We're friends now. She
We're in
hands
a-
you a little like English muffin, bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich.
We're in a truce right now, but sure, it's closer to friendship than we were, for certain.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, I said I will actively avoid or attempt to avoid fucking with you. So, do you have bus money?
I ride a horse.
Hmm. Can I get on the horse?
Don't you have a moose?
Whoa, hold on. But don't talk about him like that. Umberto is a sentient being, and you will, first of all, put respect on his name. Don't just call him a moose. Secondly, like, he doesn't even live nearby.
Wait, what?
What? He's like 30 minutes away.
He has a house?
Well, it's more like a kind of a condo situation, but yeah.
Morbid curiosity, who does he room with?
He's solo. Well, I mean, well, now we're getting into gossip. Like, I hear, like, he brings back, some, mushroom moose ladies every now and again, but that's his business. That's his way. That's what he's doing.
Post is lamenting the fact that a moose made of mushrooms is apparently more well-off than he is.
Umberto invests.
You're over here, like, having a 1,000-yard stare while, like, she's, like eating her sandwich and, like, just talking, like, just gossiping. She's like, now, I think Umberto should settle down, but, like, he's all like, I'm a free spirit. No one can tie me down. And I think that's going to get tiresome after a while. Like, she's just kind of going...
Post is registering, like, maybe every third word.
Do you give Felicia a ride to work on your horse?
He doesn't want to. But she did make a peace offering of Hoo-Woo, so yes.
Alright, she jumps on, like, the horse with you. And you guys, I don't know what to work. It's a pretty, like, uneventful ride. She does, like...
Continue gossiping.
She's one of those, like, if she does not have, like, active disdain for you, then, like, she'll just kind of go as far as conversation is concerned, and maybe check in every so often to make sure, like, you're still engaged, but not really. And she's just kind of going, like, off about, like, Umberto and, like, the Emerald Raiders and just, like, all that stuff there. So, like, you get an earful of that, and, like, probably similarly, you're probably getting every, like, third word.
Yeah.
But you guys all arrive at work. And when you guys all get there, you're actually greeted by John Shea. Oh, hey guys, I've got something for you.
What?
Oh, hi, Chauncey.
Hello. So you guys did real good at the friendship games. So,
Is
aside
that what
from
they're
your...
called?
What?
Is that what they were called?
I mean, sort of. Technically, it was called mandatory employee team building, but I think that's kind of drab. So, I call it the friendship games. I mean, I don't know. It might catch on. Someone might call it that. I call it that.
Right.
What exactly do you have for us?
Oh, right. So, you guys did pretty good at the friendship games. He looks at Post a little bit more intensely. So, aside from your special training session with our good friend Hecuba, who like passes by you in the background and does the whole like points at her eyes and points at you all while like keeps going.
A chill runs up Tara's spine.
Same.
But in addition to that, you guys get a little cash bonus, so that's pretty cool. Well, technically, it doesn't come with a cash bonus. You get a cash bonus because you guys have been moved up to level 2.
Oh,
What?
You're level 2.
what else does that bring?
Yeah, what?
Oh, it's gonna take a little cash bonus, so each you get like each you getting 200 gold, and it will unlock a couple more dishes from our good friend Pascal, so you might want to come and give him a look, get a little something there. And also let me have a look. See here, he pulls up like a little little handbook there, and he goes like, you are now technically considered non-liabilities. And instead, low-level assets. Guys! Low-level assets! That's pretty cool.
Moving up!
No.
Moving up.
That's really big in this company. It means that they would prefer you not die.
Oh, good.
Oh, so they actually kinda give a shit?
Yeah.
I said kinda.
Listen, would you prefer they don't care if we die?
I'm not saying I prefer that. I'm saying I've been working here for a while.
So,
I know what's up. Like, I don't have any rose-tinted glasses about this situation. I mean, it did let me afford this cool metal body. I mean, look what I can do. And he spins his upper torso around 360 degrees.
that is pretty interesting.
That's pretty neat. I could do that before because I was a skeleton, but now it makes it cool. So
It does feel cooler now as a robot.
Right.
I realized that mid-sentence that he was a skeleton before. I could probably still do that.
And as you know, the spine does disconnect, so you can spin it a full 360 degrees. Scientists don't want you to know this. The only thing stopping you is you.
Right.
God damn it. All right, back on track. I can do this. I'm an adult.
Sure.
I am a man.
So Chauncey goes like, oh yeah, so yeah, congrats on level 2. Yeah, you guys are considered low-level assets. That means that they would prefer you not die. I don't want you guys to have any illusions about that type of position. It doesn't mean that they're going to go out of their way to make sure you're safe. It just means that if it will not affect profits and they can do something to prevent you from death, then they will probably do that. So, that's something. That's a step up.
It's not even a guarantee, they just might.
They might.
It's more of a chance than it was.
Yeah.
Oh, also your base pay just kind of like goes up, so whenever you do missions, that'll be a little more lucrative.
Alright. We finally get benefits.
The what?
Oh, I don't think they have those at all, Post.
You guys are still contractors, mate.
Posty has 1,000 yards there.
Oh, we do. Oh. Post doesn't know about a lot of practical things, does he?
We're working on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's been so long since I've been to a
Alright.
dentist.
You go to the dentist? Alright, you're like alive and stuff.
Yes.
I mean, when you don't have to eat anything, you don't really have to brush your teeth.
It's still hygienic, Chauncey.
I'm a skeleton inside a robot, mate. So, yeah, you guys are now level 2. Do you guys want to go would you like to go shopping? Would you like to go eat something? What do you want to do on the base?
Let's go check out the shops and see what little Lena has.
Alright.
Alright, you guys make your way over to little Lena, the pawn shop witch, and her pawn shop. The pawn shop's looking as well stocked as ever. It's always like, a rotating stock there. You see things that were and were not there before. Kind of moved around. I mean, if you guys want to look around, you know what to do. Make those rolls. D20 for rarity and D4 for how many items you can find.
Fuck.
Oh, I'm sorry. So you guys are level 2, so it's a D6 now.
Oh, cool. Do we add anything to the initial roll, please?
No.
Oh, cool. 4.
That's bad. That's common.
Oh, is it?
I got a
Uncommon.
10.
That's uncommon.
I got a 17.
Hey!
That
Hey!
is the very top of rare.
Oh, good.
Damn.
I was curious. I was like, let's see where this cutoff happens.
Now roll your D6s. Look at that. I knew I was forgetting something and I couldn't quite remember what it was, and I was like, it'll come to me.
I found 2.
I also found 2.
Hey!
I found 1.
Damn. You guys got the better
It is
dice.
fully
Looks like you get
stocked,
fucked.
and we catch none of it.
It's fully stocked, and it's stocked with, like, really niche stuff that does not fit your guys' like combat styles like at all. So you're just like, I guess you find like a couple of things that you could find useful.
What do you think of the odds all that the bottom of the ocean is cold?
It's probably cold because it doesn't get much sunlight.
Just things I've never thought about before.
Bottom of the ocean was never cold for me. She appears very suddenly. What are we
Hello.
talking about?
Bottom of the ocean, cold.
No. Pretty emphatically. Pretty warm down there. I
Right.
got a vacation home.
I am immediately assuming that means it is sub-zero temperatures.
Tara, you hear in your mind, she's like, she doesn't. Holy shit, she does have a vacation home down here.
She does?
Yes.
Oh,
I feel like she didn't have it before she said it.
how does that happen?
It's almost like a vacation home magically appeared in between two really cramped spaces in the most inconvenient way possible.
Says things that it just pops into reality.
She's just like, that can't be.
I don't
I
understand.
must have just missed. I probably just missed it.
That can't be right.
No, I probably just missed it. I probably just missed it, and it's normal that it's there.
Alright, well, Post knows what he's doing, so he's gonna grab his stuff. And is there a counter in here, or has it always just been when little Lena approaches you violently?
There is a counter. You have never bought anything at the counter. I think Tara bought something at the counter once.
Post approaches the counter, seeing if this will be his time.
You touching my counter, mail boy?
Approaching it, I haven't
Sounds like you want to fucking haggle, bro.
potentially.
What you want to haggle for, baby boy?
First of all, please don't call me that.
Why don't you want me to call you baby boy? She like caresses your cheek.
I'll sue!
He goes, all right, chill. Let's try something out.
It's not a good thing. Don't do that. That's real bad.
She like takes like a fucking soaking wet fucked up book that says how to have game, and it's very clearly old and problematic, and she just throws it out the window. All right, what's up?
She was just stuck on the chapter that says, sexual harassment is always endearing.
This is fucking the Family Guy bit where it's like, you hear that, gents? 20 no's and a yes means yes.
Oh, God, people suck.
Yeah.
So Post holds up a large coat and a pair of gloves, like, I would like these, and I'm specifically going for the winter robes and the glow gloves.
Winter robes, common, requires attunement, which we're not going to do. One time a day, you can cast Armor of Agathis, reduces all cold damage received by 1. And what was the other thing you said?
The glow gloves.
The glow gloves.
They are far more powerful, as you will
Common, you
see.
can touch any surface and place a harmless glowing mark of any color on it. The mark lasts for up to 10 hours. You can choose marks within 20 feet to be visible or invisible at command. I
See?
feel like that's going to fuck
Harmless.
me at some point. You're like just hear something and you're just like, this is going to be bad for me. I know it is.
Because it's not hard mechanics.
Yep. I was like, so like you're gonna figure something out that I can't see right now because I'm not very smart.
I'm gonna smack someone in the face and make their face glow and blind them.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not saying that wouldn't work, but I would make you roll for it.
I wouldn't let that work.
Oh, I'm giving it to you both for 200 gold.
Post looks into his coin purse, now realizing that he is going to have to give up his magical total of 420.
Nice. You didn't try to haggle yet.
I know. I don't think there's a world where I get to say, how about free? And it does anything.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. but-
Exactly. So he looks reluctantly at the fact that he's going to have to not have 420 anymore. I just wanted to make that known before I lose it.
That's valid.
Oh, about 150.
Roll that persuasion, rather.
Rolling for Riz.
Rolling Riz.
What's a 9 do me?
Ooh, so a 9. With a 9, you say, like, yo, how about 150? Little Lena looks you hard in the face. She gets so close to your fucking face. And she goes, 200 gold coins, pony boy. And not a cent less. How dare you insult me and my amazing mustache.
A mustache?
Have you not been looking at my wonderful mustache?
I back up so I can register anything other than her iris.
I will say it's been canonical. She's wearing like a big black handlebar mustache. I mean, growing it out of her face. It's real.
I
Totally
100%
real.
forgot about that.
Look at my fine mustache. Much more fine than yours.
Well,
You think you deserve a discount?
Hold on now.
What should I hold on about? Look at my mustache. Look at it.
Oh,
Look at it!
I'm looking at it.
Look at it! So anyway, yeah, 200 gold coins. Or you can, what's the word I'm looking for? Kick rocks, dude.
That's 3 words.
I'll cut you. Don't fucking correct me in my own shop.
I think she will too.
Oh no, I don't doubt it for a second. Alright, here you go. I give up the 200 gold I just got.
But you get both of your items.
Yeah.
Goodbye, 420. It was fun while it lasted.
Bow, 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 bow. Alright, who's next?
Leah is looking at some of the items in the rare section, and her hand kind of lingers as she's kind of brushing up against various items, just kind of touching them for texture purposes. It's something I think all of us are familiar with doing in a shop. Just, you can't shop with your eyes only. You have to touch things. And her hand brushes against a necklace of various acorns, which is the gifts of the oak. And she's like, huh, this is actually pretty interesting looking.
As you say, it's pretty interesting looking. Like a big, like a fucking huge blue snake comes out from like one of the shelves nearby, like whizzes past you, coils up on the ground near you, like congeals into like a mass of like horrible, like stinking, rotting flesh, and then reforms into little Lena. And she goes, "Oh, what'd you need?"
I had a thing I was going to say, and it doesn't matter anymore.
Hi, Lena.
Every time I get to use this character, I have to thank Jordan because it's just a free range. It's like, what do I want to do because I can?
The sky's the limit.
I think Leah tries to hide any kind of shock and just kind of blinks. It's like, hi, little Lena.
Roll deception with disadvantage.
Sure.
I imagine even if she does fail this, Leah just, like, at most, slightly flinched in a level that, like, Post or Tara could never notice.
Like
Is
her
it
ear
deception?
twitched a little bit.
Yeah.
19.
Fuck it. All right.
My lower of the two was a 10.
Nice. Yeah. She's just like, wow. I'm not gonna lie, in hindsight, I thought that might have spooked you, but you're unspookable, boo.
Nah, get used to weird things sometimes.
That's pretty fair. What do you need, Kevin?
This,
I forgot that Lena thinks your name's Kevin.
and I'm not going to stop her.
Good.
What's with this necklace? It's kind of cool looking.
Rare. This necklace holds 4 jewel-like acorns, which can be worn together or separately by different creatures. Once a pendant's enchantment is used, the acorn transforms into a mundane acorn. Malachite, acorn of spring. If you are blinded, frightened, charmed, paralyzed, poisoned, or petrified at the end of your turn, the effect ends and you recover 10 hit points. Gold acorn of summer. Any damage that would reduce you to 0 hit points instead reduces you to 1. Shit, these are busted. Agate acorn of autumn. As a reaction, you can move up to your movement speed without provoking opportunity attacks. Silver acorn of winters. As a reaction, you can cast counterspell at 6th level. Jesus fucking Christ!
Yeah, you don't have to read it that closely.
I mean, there's a reason they're in rare.
Yeah. And they can only be used one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's still pretty good, but like, damn, alright. And she goes like, these acorns fuck hard. Like 3,200.
I don't know if they fuck that hard.
They
What
fuck
if we-
pretty hard.
What about if we do a haggle?
Oh, you want to do a haggle?
Yeah.
Alright, hold on, let me get on my haggling shoes.
All right.
She takes off her shoes and then she puts them back on.
I thought you were going to say she puts on the piss boots.
Nope.
Hold on.
You
Let
have
me,
not
Collector's items!
You have not seen them since you gave them to her.
all right.
Not
Let me
looking for them.
put on my haggling hat. Hold on. And she takes off her hat and puts it back on.
Advantage.
Holy shit, you're going toe to toe with it. This is
Damn.
amazing.
I can't not honor that advantage.
I think I've done that with Lena every time. I've just matched the energy that Lena gives Leah. Okay. I'm not kidding. That's a nat 20.
Yes!
She sees you take off your hat and put it back on again. She goes like, "Oh, a woman of culture."
Thanks.
You know what? I like you, Kevin.
Oh, I like you too, little Lena.
Half price.
Half price.
Half
Wow.
price, Kevin.
The
Aw.
fact that
That's crazy.
she said you're a woman of culture means that she assumes that Kevin is a woman's name,
Yep.
which is also great.
Not going to correct her.
Don't ever.
No. Yeah, all right. I'll do that. So
All right,
1,600?
Yep.
All right.
Here you
Damn.
go. Don't
Thanks.
spend them all in one place.
Hopefully I
Really
won't need
don't.
to. Could you imagine
Do
that
not
kind
use
of...
all of the magic and all of them at once.
Will something bad happen?
I mean, bad for you. I think it would be pretty funny, but
Yeah.
you know, I like you, Kevin.
Ideally, if I end up in a situation where I have to use all of these all at once, not that I think that could even happen, but if that were to happen somehow, I imagine the situation's extraordinarily fucked.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, bye.
Bye.
Great.
And Star's turn.
Stars. Tara's looking around. Nothing really catches her eye very much, but she does see two items that she has seen and liked before. And she's gonna grab herself a bottle of instant ice and a bottle of bottled lightning. There you go.
Are these in the common or the uncommon?
Those are common.
So instant ice, common. As an action, you can throw this flask up to 20 feet as an improvised weapon. On impact, all creatures within the 10-foot square suffer 1d4 cold damage. All surfaces in 10 feet become icy for 1 minute. Creatures moving through this area must move at half speed or roll an acrobatics check DC 10. On a fail, they fall prone. It's pretty nice.
Yep.
And bottle lightning, should I reread that? Or I think everyone knows what bottle lightning
I think we all know what it does.
Yeah, bottle lightning does, and we have established that you can attach these to arrows. So
Yep.
like I will say that also for the ice.
But yeah, Tara go get those.
Yeah, she looks to you and she goes like, tell you what, I'll give you the same deal I gave the poster boy. 200 for both.
200 for both.
Do you attempt to haggle?
I'll attempt. Man.
That's all right.
Here's 200 gold.
What happened? Tell me what he rolled.
I think we know.
Was it a natural one?
Yes.
Dice jail.
So
Straight to dice
here's
jail.
what happens.
No.
So here's what happens.
It's banned. You're banned.
You
The
actually
price
don't
goes-
do that bad of a job of haggling, but you forgot to say, let me do you a haggle
Oh.
beforehand.
Oh no.
And she goes, you disrespected me in my shop. And she like pulls you up to suplex you and you freak out and like a bunch of gold falls out of your pocket. This 200 gold. She goes like, oh, I see. You just have an unconventional way of paying. Give me this.
It's
Here's
fine.
your shit.
Fine, take it. Fine.
Tara, you forgot to say let me do you a haggle.
I gathered.
And she goes, well, bye guys. And then she does a peace sign and slowly fades out of existence.
Bye. Anyone else really hungry for some reason after that?
I feel like I lost my appetite a little bit in some ways, but
I mean, we could go talk to Marlena first and just let her know we're going, and then maybe by that point you'll
I mean, I'm not that hungry, but I'll be anywhere but here.
I agree. Yes, that.
Let's go talk to Marlena first then.
Yeah, just let her know what's going on.
All right, so you guys make your way over to Marlena's office. She's on her desk, just kind of like laying out on her desk with like one of those like comical like ice pad bag things like on her forehead, and she's like, why did I drink orcish liquor? Why did I drink so much of it?
Honestly,
Hey.
you should be glad you're not dead.
I am not glad that I'm not dead. I wish death would take me.
Let me do you one better, and I will lay on hands to try and, I guess, get rid of the poison.
Yeah, you can do that. You can like cure her hangover with lay on hands. She bolts up and goes, whoo-hoo! All right, Post, you're the best. Do you know that?
Paladin, baby!
Paladin, baby.
I offer a high five.
She licks your hand. Sorry,
Why?
I forgot you guys do that.
You know what? It still felt endearing, so I'll take it.
She does like a little hug to your leg. All right, so I mean, I don't have like missions for you guys right now, but like, you guys just coming to hang out?
Sort of.
That sounds like a no, but with additional things attached.
Shit, she's good. we
You
need
hear my hangover, I'm like on top of it right now.
so we need travel accommodations to the bottom of the ocean.
Okay. Are we talking just like, did you guys do something to someone and we need to like get some cement shoes? Or like, what's...
Whoa, Marlena, I didn't know that you kind of hung that way.
I'm a
Also, why would
gobbler.
we need to go to the bottom if that was the case?
Oh, did you do something to someone and you realize they're probably not dead? You need to break up their cement shoes?
Still no.
No,
No.
Also, I'm a goblin.
Tara, you have the location,
What does that have to
right?
do with anything?
Yes.
She does like just a big chomp in the air, like.
House is so confused.
I follow. I gotcha. Tara, you know the location, right?
Yeah, and she wrote it down on a little piece of paper and she hands the coordinates to Marlena. We need to get here.
Oh shit, that's kind of far. I might know someone who can help out. Let me do like a couple of calls, and you guys can. You guys can hang out here, but I imagine it'd be more entertaining to kind of like float around like the office while I kind of get this taken care of. But I do know a couple gals who might be able to get us there, but we'll probably have to do some work for them in exchange. But if we like, they're pretty cool guys, so like they might like take you there in exchange for the work, and probably like maybe even give us a little bit of cash money dinero. So that's something, huh? Again, I cannot guarantee the cash. This will probably be a transactional work for transport thing, but would
That's
that be cool with you
fine.
guys?
That's fine.
What kind of work?
Sort of piracy.
Oh, all right.
And
Like
we're gonna
pi-
cut to a meeting.
Oh.
A meeting that happened a long time ago. The High Council. One for representatives across the realms. This is a bit into like the current age, and a lot of things have really been improved. And one of the things that they're particularly proud of is that outside of the astral plane, which is an unpoliceable, like kind of clusterfuck, piracy has been all but eliminated, just because of the amount of resources that are kind of like flowing around, and like how much like the world has become smaller in a sense, and that piracy is not quite as doable when it's way too easy for the organizations and powers that be to find you after doing pirate chicanery. Now, this does not mean that like there aren't people with a piratey vibe, but as far as like pure piracy, it's kind of started to die out. But there's been an uptick lately, a strange uptick, and it seems to stem from a loophole. What is presented at this meeting is an organization calling themselves Bards Without Borders. Because the laws that they have put forth that empower damned and other organizations to fight and capture pirates specify that they are forcibly boarding ships with the purpose of plundering and murdering and whatnot there. But it does not specify forcibly boarding ships with the intention of making them watch your screenplay.
What?
And so a new type of pirate seems to have come about. Now, this meeting is to make addendums to the law so that these new ruffians can also be brought to justice. And in this meeting, a hand raises. One scaly and golden.
Oh god.
And a voice rings out. Counterpoint. This is fucking hilarious. And so it stands. The
God-
Bards Without Borders.
God damn it, Arlo!
Oh, Arlo.
Operate on the prime material plane.
This is my favorite thing. Oh my god.
Kespa's head just buried in her hands.
Do you realize what you've done? You've applied Airbud logic to piracy. That's amazing.
I've come full circle, baby. I'm the Airbud now. Anyway, so we cut back from that little like vignette.
I'm the golden receiver.
God damn it!
So we cut back from that little vignette,
Oh my god.
and we're back to you guys. And I cut to that vignette because this meeting is somewhat common knowledge. So I'm not gonna make you guys roll like a history check. When she says somewhat piracy, that's the name that pops into your head. The very well known, like essentially like bardic troupe of bards without borders that will often board ships and kind of force them to watch performances. Like sometimes it'll be like a stage play, sometimes it'll be a musical thing, sometimes it'll be slam poetry. And Post, you in particular know that like in some cases there'll be like wealthy people that'll pay for like a Bards Without Borders experience to like air quotes get boarded, and then like you'll enjoy their favorite art, but also to feel like, oh, I feel so alive. I've not experienced danger in my entire life.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Yeah, all of you know about Bards Without Borders when Marlena says, so it's kind of sort of piracy a little bit. Do you guys know about Bards Without Borders?
Who doesn't?
Yeah, of course.
So I may have, in order to get bardic training that was not supported by my goblin hive, done a little stint with a couple of guys that later on went on to do some Bards Without Borders stuff. Now, I didn't do any Bards Without Borders stuff. It's kind of like, it's not really like my scene as much, but I mean, I'll reach out to them, and also I'll kind of need a little favor of my own. It's not a big favor, just a little favor. Can I come with you?
No.
On this thing, on this adventure. I need to come on the adventure.
The one to get us to Under the Sea, or the actual Under the Sea one?
We'll kind of see how it goes, but probably both.
I mean, I don't have an issue with the first one. Well,
Yeah,
know what?
you sure you want to come to the bottom of the ocean?
I mean, you know, you guys are like my best friends, I'll tell you. So, I'm supposed to go back and visit my goblin hive, and when I left, goblins leave the hive, like, not all the time, but it's not super uncommon. But it's not common that a goblin like Booyog will leave. And I was supposed to be a Booyog, and I left, and everyone was kind of up in arms about it, and I kind of made a big stink about how I was going to be like a big deal and do a bunch of adventures, and they're going to be so jealous. And now I'm supposed to go back for like a family thing, and I have not done a bunch of adventures, so I'm going to kind of speedrun it real quick with you guys.
Oh, alright. Yeah, I don't have any issues with you coming.
That sounds wildly irresponsible and like something I probably would have done in college, so yeah, I'm game.
Sick.
Fine.
She's an adult.
I am an adult, even though I'm little.
Adults can be little guys.
Yeah, even though I'm just a little guy, I'm all grown up. Deep, 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 deep. And she like kicks her feet around.
Yeah, well, we were gonna go get food from Pascal's if you need to make some calls and let us know if that actually is successful, or...
Oh, yeah, I do need to make some calls. These are like, I mean, I'm close to you guys, but these are going to be kind of sensitive calls, so probably, you know, I don't want to say shoe, but like shoe a little bit, little shoe.
It's
Small
okay.
shoe.
You can just say it. Get out.
Get out. Get on out of here. Get the hell out of my office.
Okay.
Oh, wait, sorry.
Don't
That's too
do
much.
that.
That's too much.
That's
That's too much. That's too much. I'm sorry. And you guys get the hell out of her office.
It was harsh, but we knew it.
You guys make your way over to Pascal's kitchen. As you guys go around, Pascal kind of like, catches eyes with the three of you and goes like, oh, what's all this thing? Oh, Post and Lee and Tara. You guys are, hold on, let me check my list. You guys are up to level 2 now, eh?
That's what Chauncey said.
Yeah, so we've heard.
Alright, I'll expand out the menu offerings to you. But real quick, we're gonna take a quick break. Post.
Yes.
Come with me for a sec.
Okay.
Alright, and like, he kind of like takes his apron off and puts up like a smoke break back in 15 minutes. And just like goes out like a back room and kind of like ushers you to like go with him, but it's like a back door, like clearly like employees only door, and you're an employee but not like an employee of the kitchen.
Yeah.
But like you see you've
It
gotten
still
the way
feels awkward to go back there.
Yeah, like you've been given the way, but you're just like, I'm not supposed to be going through this here. And it's just like an empty lot out back. Anyone who's ever worked at a restaurant like knows this. This is the chef's like smoke break area.
Yep.
And he's like
Otherwise known as the receiving dock.
Kinda, yeah. He's just kind of like out on like the little like loading dock, and he's just like, he lights up a fantasy cigarette that doesn't cause cancer.
That's the brand name.
Yeah, it says fantasy cigarette. They don't cause cancer. There's a little smiling cigarette with a thumbs up.
I'm so glad we developed those, honestly. The first ones were bad.
Oh yeah, they were freaking awful, man. You want one?
Oh, no, I'm good. Thank you, though.
Oh, suit yourself. And he kind of like smokes and like kind of like looks off in the distance for a second, and like it's very clear he's setting up one of those like guy conversations where he's like, we have to talk about our feelings, but we're gonna go into like a manly setting and stare forward and not look at each other while we do this.
Post has seen his grandfather do this multiple times and is just kind of letting him do his thing.
He's like, so I heard through the grapevine about what your grandfather did. I'm gonna say, just want to say I don't think that's right, mate. We had our differences and such, but it was more me being petty. And I think you're an alright kid.
Well, thank you. I appreciate the sympathy and the compliments.
Your grandfather's kind of a prick.
He has his moments, for sure.
I just did. No, mate. I just wanted to reach out and say, shit, I don't know. You'll figure it out and you'll get back in. But look, don't overstress about it. He's not. Do it for you. He's not worth pleasing. He's a bit of a jackass.
If anything, I am doing it more for my mother.
I suppose it's admirable. Your grandfather ever tell you how he met your grandmother?
Oh, no, he never got personal about literally anything.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He mostly just told me about war stories that almost always involved boot pissing.
Yep. Only lady I know could piss in the boot, your grandmother.
Oh my god!
He says this with like a single tear running down his face.
Oh my god! Saying that, fuck, I may need a cigarette.
He still offers you one.
Post takes it now.
Alright, so you're kind of like, you're here and like enjoying the smoke break, and it's like, I'm not going to get too personal about it, but
Too late for that.
Well, your grandfather, we both, we both pawned after the same person, and your grandfather employed what I believe to be quite some undivided tactics, and that he misinformed that person about my interests, and up until that point I thought we were friends. And the rest is history.
Yeah, that sounds
and
about
so
right.
I was a little resentful about you, mate, but that wasn't, that wasn't right though. That wasn't right.
He has always concerned himself with meeting objectives as opposed to necessarily. Well, I guess he does care about how, but that's always been secondary for him. It's always do what needs to be done.
As long as it appears that he's doing it right. That's what your grandfather's all about, his appearances.
Yeah.
I don't think his problem with you is your abilities, it's more, I don't know, just the optics of like how you're doing things. And I don't think that that's something that you should take into account and change your optics. I think you should, I know you don't know me super well, but don't take his word to be quite as much law, you know?
Thank you. I appreciate this.
Don't fucking worry about it. My smoke break's over. Let's go get you fed.
As he's walking in, Post looks back like, Oscar,
Boy,
if it was to save people, do you think I would be justified to ride a horse into a hospital?
how in the fuck would you save people by riding a horse into a hospital? I feel like that would put a great many people in great danger.
Well, in the immediate sense, yes, but like long term, you need to get someone.
I need way more details because I'm not gonna like endorse riding a horse into a hospital. That sounds like a universal bad idea.
Look, I'm just saying, when no other like options are being
Is it a
presented.
special hospital horse?
No, it's my
You know they have
horse.
those.
They do.
I mean, she's well behaved. She probably could be one.
I don't know about that, mate. I mean, like, there's very well behaved dogs, but they're not trained to be in hospital.
You know what?
Let's
I think
get you some Nate.
I think I made a judgment on that one a little bit. That was my bad.
You guys go back out to the kitchen. You smell slightly of fantasy cigarettes that don't give you cancer. TM. And as you guys have your meals post, you're going to have advantages on your checks to have the positive effect of the food.
Cool.
And we'll call that the smoke break advantage.
The smoke break advantage.
Careful, you might encourage smoking in post. Just because they don't cause cancer doesn't mean it doesn't still stink like hell.
Yeah. Kids, don't smoke. Smoking is bad in the regular universe. I only reference smoking because I don't know if anyone's ever worked in a restaurant. It is rampant.
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
So you guys are up to level 2. That means you got access to tier 2 foods. Hooray! So I have updated the document, but I'll read these out to you. So you still have access to everything you've had access to before.
I would hope so. That'd be wild.
Now you also have Nutrient Pyramid.
Ooh, that's a new shape.
Nutrients Illuminati confirmed? Question mark. On a pass save, gain 10 temporary hit points after each long rest.
Ooh.
For the remainder of the adventure. The Pepper Jack Void Chicken Sandwich. We promised we killed it before we cooked it this time. On a passing save, gain fire resistance.
Huh.
Fresh head of lettuce.
Oh, God.
This lettuce was purchased with legal tender and not stolen from a wizard's garden. On a pass save, you get 1 use of the spell Melts Minute Meteors.
You know what happens, bro.
Don't look at it. Don't
look at it.
Look at the fucking blacked out text.
It's not blinked out.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
It's
not.
highlighted in black.
No, it's not. It's not blinked out.
It's not?
No.
What the fuck? It's supposed to be blacked out.
You gotta export it to a PDF.
Ah, fuck you. Stop looking at it.
I mean, to be fair, we knew what it was gonna do.
I did want there to be a reveal of, like, later on, you're like, I unblack it out, and you just go, like, you know what happens, bro.
Yeah, so
I mean, we could have figured that one out, like, right here and now, honestly.
Oh, yeah, I guess don't look at the document until I figure out how to make that work properly, but those are the 3 things that are now available to you. I will say that DCs are also different at the different tiers.
I think I'm gonna stick with the meat and potatoes. That inspiration is just real solid.
It is real solid.
And I'm already packing pretty good HP, so I'm less concerned about that.
As well.
It's a con save, yes?
Yep, con save.
Cool.
For that tier, it's DC 12.
Remember to eat at the same table as me so you guys get my aura.
Ah.
Well,
What's your aura?
+3. Okay. 19, so I'm guessing I'm good.
That does 100% do it. You get that inspiration.
Cool. Let me actually write this down so I don't forget this time.
I think I'll try for the Nutrient Pyramid.
Nutrient Pyramid, roll that save.
Come on, do better, or join your sister in jail. It's a 15.
15 makes it.
Oh, thank
The
God.
DC is 14.
Hell yeah.
You stay out of jail another day.
So I gain 10 temporary hit points at the end of each long or short rest? Or just
After
long
each
rest?
long rest.
Long rest, okay.
And I'll be nice and I'll say, like, you get the 10 temp HP, like, right now as you've eaten it.
I think I'm gonna go for the turnip again. We'll see if this works this time.
The turnip.
The turnip.
It needs to redeem itself.
It needs to redeem itself.
Alright, roll it.
Alright. 19.
19 does it.
Yay.
You get 1 use of the spell Magic Missile.
Yay. Oh, Pascal, I have a question for you.
Oh, what's up?
Pepper season's about to start. Do you want me to bring you any? I'm going to have more in my garden than I'm going to know what to do with. And that's always a problem every year.
Oh, that's... Yeah, it's awful noisy. I could make something up with that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's a... Oh, God. There's so many every year. I don't know why I plant so many.
And I'll say, roll raw riz.
Raw Riz.
Raw riz. That raw riz.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
Mm.
I think Pascal gives, like, a little smile and, like, You get the feeling he's probably gonna make something nice for you guys when he sees you again with those peppers.
That's nice.
Anyway, so you guys finish your meals. You have that like nice interaction with Pascal, and you guys kind of figure you've probably passed enough time to probably check back in with Marlena about getting you guys some passage. You guys make your way back to Marlena's office, and at that point you hear kind of like some like movement and kind of like a little bit of like chuckling and laughing, and like what sounds to be like a pretty like friendly conversation. Which one of you opens the door?
I think I would. Unless either of you has any reason to.
I
I
don't
feel like
have a
Post
reason.
would start like, I feel like it'd be a little bit rude if we just enter right now, as long as she's enjoying a conversation.
Might as well find out. Let's go.
Wait, what?
Alright, you open the door and deck safe.
For her specifically, or all of us?
No for her.
Oh, okay, cool.
Do we still have your aura?
It's save.
18.
Alright, 18 does it, so like you open the door, you hear kind of like a whoop, and then you duck just in time as a Syax, for anyone listening at home and unfamiliar, it's like a short sword / dagger sort of thing that's of like Viking make, like flies over your head and like embeds into like a nearby wall. And then you hear, Avast ye!
What?
Who are ye? And as you look over, Marlena kind of like puts a hand on her shoulder and she goes like, hey, chill, these are the guys I told you about. Goes, oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I
no worries.
don't have to do the little pirate thing. But yeah, so I'm Captain Shasta, and this is my my sister RC, and she points to another pirate nearby her, and I think we're gonna be taking you guys across the ocean probably. And you guys get kind of like a good look at them, and they're both like they're both harpies. But like with these like big bright like multicolored feathers, very like kind of a tropical feel to them, sort of like macaws or parrots of that nature. Shasta seems to be like more like greenish, and RC seems to be a little bit more like reddish, but like overall like you can see like kind of like the resemblance on them as like as sisters. And they both look to you and goes like, so you guys the guys that need to get to the ocean?
Yes.
Should be.
Alright, cool. I mean, Marlena says she kind of like filled you in on that. We'll probably need your help with the job, and we do need your help with the job as we are a little bit light on crew at the moment. So you guys game with helping for a job, and then we take you out into. I'm gonna say I'm slightly concerned because it seems like the coordinates that you're asking for are literally just in the middle of the ocean. There's nothing nearby there. But you guys cool doing a job with us?
Is that what we have to do? Then yes.
Just to clarify something, when you say you're short on crew, are you implying that you would like for us to aid you in one of your performances?
Well, essentially. What
We are in!
What?
Yeah, I can play the lute pretty well.
Oh, that's great.
Can I be like a stagehand?
She puts a hand on your shoulder and goes, "Of course not."
Oh.
Lead roll!
Tara, you play the flute so nicely.
This is for funsies.
Marlena kind of like pipes up like, and of course you remember I also play the lute. Pretty decent.
Better than decent.
No. And I will say like all of you, like I think like a couple times since like revealing it, Marlena has like played her lute around you guys, and she is pretty good. Like she's pretty solid. She's not like at that she's not the guy who brings the guitar to the party. She's not like in that level, but she's also not like a professional or anything. She's just like she's someone who took a lot of lute classes like when they were younger and like keeps up somewhat good practice, like that level of good.
I would argue that is the better of the two options.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was kind of like trying to put like the goalposts of like worst and best.
Marlena, you're good enough at the lute that you can do magic along with it. That's pretty great.
Aw, shucks. And she gets a little blush across her cheeks, which is just her cheeks becoming a slightly darker green. But you guys look to Captain Shasta and to her sister, first mate RC. And RC looks to you guys and goes, so on a scale of 1 to 10, how comfortable are you guys rating a floating boarding school?
I'm sorry, what?
What?
Never done it before, so like 9?
All right, sounds good. And that is where we will end our tale for now.
Hey everyone, thanks for listening, and make sure to stick around until the end for some unique bloopers. A very big thank you to all our incredible patrons. Your support directly helps us create more fun content for your listening pleasure. If you'd like to become a patron to support the show, check us out on patreon.com/agentsofdamned to gain access to things like our patron Discord channel, our peek behind the screen episodes where we decompress after each session, our special bonus episodes where we might reveal more plot about our NPCs or just play other fun TTRPGs, and our patron shoutouts each episode. Speaking of, thank you to Eymbr for being a veteran operative. If you'd like to hang out with the cast, join our Discord linked in our social medias, or follow us across the internet, Drew can be found at Liger000, I can be found at Greekachu, Jordan/Hoshi at Pokachap, and Chelsea at Little Black Feather. The show handle is at agentsofdamned, at agentsofd, or at AOD, depending on the site. But honestly, with the state of social media, if you'd like to interact with us, the best way is through our Discord. Anyway, until next time, bye!
I'm a skeleton inside a robot, mate.
Your teeth are always visible.
Not really. They're inside the robot shell. Have you not noticed the robot shell that I live in? Look at this whole thing. And he like wiggles his arms around.
Okay, wait. No,
He makes it extend out and grabs like a little can of oil.
Hold on a second. Correct me if I'm wrong. I could have sworn the way that you had described this initially was they took the skeleton head and popped it on a robot body.
Oh no, it's like look, the way I described it is like a visor. Like he showed you, like his head opens up like a visor, like an Iron Man helmet, and inside is a skull.
I have been thinking about this way differently.
Yeah, no, it's not like skeleton on top of robot body. It is like the skull and like some kind of like arcane stuff and wiring stuff inside of like the head compartment of the robot body. So like his skull is not visible. You guys just know that he is a skeleton because he talks about it, and also it's like one of the more common ways.
Because it's his whole personality.
It is kind of his whole personality, but also it's one of the more common ways for there to be a Warforged. Like for there to be a Warforged like of this level of like functionality and like personality is like very expensive. It's not impossible. It's just like that shit that like your grandfather would have for like an assistant, and he doesn't even really use the assistant that much. It's just because it's a status symbol to be able to have it. It's like a fully like automatus Warforged, but a lot of them are this skeleton conversion type dealio.
That sounds wildly problematic.
Yeah.
All right, we're square. And I enjoy myself for the rest of the night.
Jack it off to that.
No!
Why do you
That's what your voice sounded like.
It did sound like that.
I enjoy myself for the rest of the night,
Look,
baby.
Look, it's a near orgasmic experience, but I am not touching myself.
That's right, you're coming ass free.
Okay.
Why are you like this?
Please stop.
Okay.
I was about to say, did we just like start and end simultaneously?
I know. Shortest
Everyone
and
shut up.
longest episode ever.
Where are we?
Everyone shut up, I'm wearing the crown, I'm the king. The king is displeased.
With
Dungeon.
himself?
Dungeon! All of you, dungeon!
Shit, Chelsea, open up the bench jail. We gotta all crawl in.
Aw, it's really small in there.
So was the bathtub, but we made it work.
That's true.